Hello everyone, this is a 720p video test with the Vemont action camera that you can see right here. It says Vemont, probably looks backwards, but I'm showing you this in a mirror. The Vemont action camera, which we actually purchased for $11, believe it or not, on Amazon, and after tax and shipping it came out to about $14. Now, it's quite remarkable that I was able to purchase a video recorder, a camcorder, for $11 and then ultimately $14 after tax and shipping. So that's why I wanted to just show you what kind of quality you can expect from a camera on average that is less than $20. Now, the prices of these cameras do fluctuate, so you might see this right now. On April 4th, 2021, I saw that this camera is now $23, and I personally, it's my own opinion, but I personally don't recommend spending $23 on this particular camera because, yeah, the quality of the footage is not really high definition. I don't think it's great. I bought it for $11 plus tax and shipping to make it $14 because I was curious to see just what kind of quality I can expect from such a cheap device. But really, this isn't what you would call HD quality in my opinion. There is a 1080p setting and there is a 720p setting. Here's the Vemont action camera. But neither the 720p setting nor the 1080p setting record in what is, in my opinion, good quality footage. And it is what it is. If you spend less than $20 on an action camera, then this is what you would expect typically. But the reason I bought this for $11 was I was just curious. I got some accessories, I got some features on this camera, which is, it's neat to say that I paid $14 in total for a camcorder, which, maybe 10, 20 years ago that might have been unthinkable. Again, this is the camera. But do I think that this is good quality footage that I would use to make serious YouTube videos, or would I take this on vacation as my primary camera? No, and I do hope that if you're doing your research that you should go on YouTube, you should look at sample footage from these cameras if you want to buy one. But I do not recommend it. I see sometimes people say in their reviews, oh, I saw this camera, it said HD, high definition, and I took it on vacation and I was disappointed. Well, if you're going to go on vacation and if you're going to take one of these cameras, before you buy, make sure you look at sample footage on YouTube, because otherwise you don't want to have to get to vacation and then be disappointed because your camera isn't actually as good as you thought it would be. You can buy a good camera for $50 or less, so that is why, in my opinion, if you see a camera that is $20 or less, please, please, please do your research, because otherwise, if you're just relying on what the manufacturer says, if the manufacturer says HD quality video, 1080p resolution, high definition, capture all your memories, clear footage, you really shouldn't always trust it, especially if you see something like $20 or less, which is, it's not to say anything like very negative, but it's just to say that, let's try to cross the street, it's just to say that you can spend a little bit of money on a camera, less than $20, but at the end of the day, you can spend a little bit more and get a camera that records better quality video than this. For an $11 camera, $14 camera, it's remarkable that I was able to get this camera with accessories for only $14. But since it's more expensive now, I would just say this is the 720p setting, and unfortunately the 1080p setting on this camera is not much better. So this is what you might expect on average with a camera that costs less than $20. However, if this camera were to cost more than $20, like this is, for example, the Vemont action camera, you can spend a little bit more, so less than $50 or around $50, and you can buy quite a nice camera that records great quality video. So what you need to do is you need to understand that if you spend the bare minimum on a camera, just be prepared that the quality might not be as advertised. But also understand that you don't have to spend much more money actually to get a great device. It could be $50 or less. Maybe if you want the quality of footage that might be associated with a GoPro camera or one of those cameras that started $200 or more, you might need to spend more money. But nowadays, there's so much competition with these cameras that all you have to do is spend $50, even a little bit less, to get a camera that records actually great quality video. So that's all you have to do. Don't always go by what the manufacturer says. Just look at sample footage on YouTube, people who reviewed these cameras, and then just decide for yourself if you think that it's something that you're looking for. So anyways, this is the Vemont action camera 720p video test. It's not very impressive in general. Nowadays, you know what cameras are capable of recording, like cell phone cameras as well. So there's also a 1080p video setting, but it looks very similar to this 720p setting. So all I'm saying is it's remarkable what accessories and what features I got on a $11 camera, which ended up costing $14. But since it costs more, I would just say it's better if you spend a little bit more money. That's all. Spend a little bit more money. Don't necessarily buy the cheapest camera just because of the price. I know it might be very tempting. Again, this is the camera, the Vemont action camera. It might be very tempting to spend $20 and say, wow, look, it says HD quality footage. But at the end of the day, you're more often than not, the quality on a $20 camera is not going to be stellar. So I'll let you decide for yourself. Do you think this is good quality footage? I don't think it's great. If this camera were always $11, I would say, sure, buy it if you're curious. Buy it if you're just looking to see what you would use an action camera for, how to use an action camera, what types of videos would you use it for, and if you just want to learn how to use an action camera, use it for that. But if you're going to buy this to make serious videos on YouTube and to go on vacation, I recommend that you please spend a little bit more money. Just my own recommendation. Spend $50. Don't spend $20. Maybe there is a camera out there that costs $20 and has great video, but I don't know. So anyways, this is a 720p video test with the Vemont action camera, which you see here. Interesting device that I paid only $11 for, plus tax and shipping, to total to $14. But now that I see it's more than $20, I would just say that in today's day and age, this is not considered great quality video. It's just average. Anyways, this is the Vemont action camera 720p video test. I'll let you decide for yourself if you think it's good, but truthfully, in my opinion, you can just spend a little bit more money, spend $50, around $50, and look at some videos on YouTube, and you'll find that cameras that cost even around $50, some of them can produce excellent quality footage. But when you start to go $20 or less, $25 camera, just keep in mind that if you really do spend that little amount of money on a camcorder, just be prepared that the quality might not be great. But anyways, it's kind of cool. I mean, at the time I bought this, I was just curious. I was thinking, wow, I paid so little money for this. I paid $14. Is the quality that bad? And no, it's actually pretty good for the price. But now that the camera's more than $20, it's hard for me to recommend this when you just double the amount that you paid, spend like $50, and you get cameras that can record in 4K, have image stabilization, time-lapse features, other than something like this, which is just, this is more the kind of quality that you would see maybe 15 or 20 years ago, rather than close to 2020, I think maybe is when this camera came out. So anyways, that's the Vemont action camera that you see here. I bought this for a total of $14. The price is higher now, and I'll let you decide for yourself if you think that